you have the normal people that want to break records. They have to be directed. They have to be under authority to win. You all have a little talent, and it will take you a little ways. But if you're directed and you follow an exact GPS and you follow an exact play with accountability, your limits are unlimited. Eric, how long you been in the mortgage business?
24 years.
Wow, and what'd you do before that?
I had a little stint in professional baseball before that, and really no other, nothing else. I was in college
So you
prior to
did
that.
sports and you got in the mortgage business. How'd you get in the mortgage business? You're like one of those young guns, all dressed up, looking good. How'd you get in the mortgage business?
Kind of interesting story. I needed a job, looked in the newspaper, looked like mortgage was hiring, and ended up just getting started with a subprime lender, a company called Centex Home Equity. So cut my teeth selling 228s with a 5-year prepay and 8 points on the front. So selling rates never really been that big of a
So
deal for
you
me.
started out as a hard money in a call center, correct?
Absolutely.
Why is it that me, you, and most of the big loan reps in America started out in a call center? What makes a call center lead to success as a loan rep?
I just think you get a tough skin. You learn how to actually sell something. It's not at that point, it's not a commodity. You have to really, be able to provide something to someone and get a lot of no's. I mean, I got a lot of at bats, definitely a lot of opportunities to work with different kinds of people. And that helped me really just learn how to sell more than anything.
So how long were you in a call center?
I was only in it for about 9 months. Met a guy in the elevator going home late one night. I had he was dressed really nice. We were in more of like the sweatshop boiler room, hat backward, throw the football in the office. And I met a guy in the elevator late one night. He had nice suspenders on, collared shirt, was carrying some loan files just like I was, and we just started chatting it up and built a relationship. I learned some of the things that he was doing. I started referring him a bunch of the loans that I couldn't do, some of the better credit, more qualified borrowers. He started, getting some of those deals. I remember one time we'd met and he said, "How many deals did you close last month?" And I said, "I was the top guy in my office. I closed 4 loans, made like 80,000 in revenue and got a $1,200 bonus." I thought that was pretty cool. And he said, "We closed 12 loans that you gave us last month, and here's how much I made." And I was like, "I want to meet your boss." And so we ended up going to just went to lunch with his boss, little Mexican restaurant across the street. And my very first month in the A paper side of the business, I closed 17 loans, all refis, because I just talked to all my guys downstairs and I said, "Hey, if you got anybody who tells you to pound sand, let me talk to them. I'll give you $100 or whatever." And at the time it was a little more loose, but learned how to sell loans there. And I remember after having a really good within 90 days, I was a President's Club winner at the company I was at the time. I was closing 17 to 25 loans a month, and they like couldn't believe it. And for me, it was just more because I'd had so many repetitions and learned how to sell and learned how to go get business that it helped me to really close.
So let me ask you a question. As a pro athlete to a professional salesman, what are some traits that you've carried over?
I think it's very similar. I tell people this a lot. I mean, you have to show up, you have to work hard. There's always somebody that's coming up that's better than you are. There's a lot more in professional selling and professional sports. There's a lot of personal accountability. I mean, we have a lot of flexibility as salespeople to not do what we're supposed to do, to not show up. A lot of people are like, "Hey, I want to get in that business so I can make my own schedule." It's like, doesn't work like that. You want to be successful. I mean, you have to be at the gym, at practice, doing reps over and over and over, the boring, monotonous, hitting balls off a tee. The things that like, why would I hit balls off a tee? That's for tee ball. It's like, no, you need to go and hit 200, take 200 cuts off of a tee. And that's really what this business is like too. And that's why I love the core and the program. People ask like, "How many calls did you make? How many people did you see?" It's like, well, I want to learn how to do it easier. It's like, no, go hit some balls off the tee. That's what we do every day.